Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever looked up in the night sky and you see a bright star and you wonder to yourself, what's the name of that star? Well, I have an app that will help answer that question. Next on... Hey folks, welcome back to Just for Show. I'm your host, Dave, and just before I answer the question about what's the name of that star, let me get into why I'm creating this video. So recently, there's been online news and also on the news channel about the planets aligning in the night sky. And there's a story like this one I'm showing to you right now, and I'll read a little bit about it. So the headline for the story is Planetary Alignment on February 28th. Well, if you're watching this video, chances are it's already past February 28th. So it won't be aligned for you if you were to look up in the sky now, but let me touch base on that in a little bit. It also goes on to say it's a planetary alignment where several planets are gathered closely on one side of the sun, so basically at nighttime, so you can see it. The article also says it's a rare occurrence and that you can see these planets with your naked eye. And that's when I pretty much stopped reading the story. So I have a problem with a few things from a story like that. First, it's talking about an alignment of the planets. And yeah, even though this particular event, you're going to have all the planets in the night sky all at one time. But in reality, if you understand how our solar system works, all the planets orbit the sun on the same plane. So in essence, they align all the time. Now, this particular event, yeah, it's happening at the same time at night. So it gives you the opportunity to see the planets, which is kind of cool, but it's misleading to say that this is a rare event. It's not rare. Another issue I have with is saying that you can see the planets with your naked eye. Well, that's true. You can see them, but really they're just going to be little tiny white dots. You don't know which planet is which. It's just a dot, and it could be a star. It could be a planet. You just don't know. For people like me who are nearsighted, without the aid of glasses or contacts, there's no way I can see those planets with my naked eye. Now, as far as the app's concerned, I can show you some of the features. It gives you a lot of information about the planets, the stars, name. The app is really cool if you have kids that are into astronomy and want to learn more, or if you're into astronomy and you want to learn more, or if you're going on a camping trip, for example, and you're out somewhere and you can see the night sky really, really well because you don't have any of the city light pollution. Perfect app for you to use to see what's out there and learn more about our universe. So let me show you more about the app. So the name of this app is called SkyView, and the version that I downloaded is SkyView Lite. It's a free version, and I'm not sure what the premium version has as far as features concerned, but the one I have is free. You can download for free. Okay, so here's the app after I open it, and just a couple of things. First, it has a really nice background music of this celestial stargazing music, very calm and soothing. So it's really nice. What I'm doing now is I have my phone pointed straight out, and you can see the red line, and that red line represents the horizon. And as I'm turning here, I'm looking at due west, and already you can see a few things on the screen here. If I point down to this planet, that's Saturn, and it's already below the horizon, which means it's already set. So if you were outside, you could not see this. And by the way, I'm filming this from inside my bedroom. Outside, it's kind of cloudy, so I can't see the stars anyway. It just shows you that this app can be used anywhere. It can be used indoors, outdoors, wherever. Here's Mercury, and it's about to set as well. And you can see it's almost aligned. And this is Venus. It's still on its way down towards the horizon. That the planets are aligned in a way where if I keep moving in a certain direction, I should be able to see the next planet. Oh, there it is. That is Jupiter. So that just gives you an example of what this app can do. But there's so many other things that you can see on the screen already. That's really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just turning towards the north real quick here. If you're looking due north and then look up, you should see the Little Dipper. And the Little Dipper is in the constellation Ursa Minor. That's what the Little Dipper would look like. And if you go to the very end of the Little Dipper, the tail, that's Polaris, also known as the North Star. And that's probably one of the most famous stars, and it's very bright. And folks have been using it for navigational purposes for a very, very long time, for a very good reason. The Polaris, or the North Star, is situated pretty much right on the North Pole, as in the axis of the North Pole. If you were to draw a line from the North Pole down to the South Pole and extend it out away from the Earth, going straight up north is where Polaris is situated. So it's in one spot all the time, and that's why it's good to use as a navigational point in the sky. And if I were to point at another star, this one's called Yilden, you see there's a little track that goes around Polaris. And so basically, the reason why there's that track around Polaris, and here's another star that shows you another track around Polaris, is the reason why the stars move is because really the stars aren't moving. It's us on Earth that's moving. The Earth is rotating around the axis between the North and South Pole on that axis. And when the Earth rotates, it looks as though the stars are moving. Okay, so I want to show you another thing that's kind of cool. So I'll just stay on Polaris here. I'm going to tap my screen on Polaris. Oh, it hit Ursa Minor. Okay, there's Polaris. And on the screen, it gives you some information about the stars. So I'm just going to go ahead and point down because I don't want to keep looking up on my phone. But it gives you information. And if you click on the arrow on the right, bottom right, it gives you more information about Polaris. It says here in January 2006, NASA released some images from the Hubble telescope directly showing all three members of the Polaris ternary system. And Polaris is the brightest object in the constellation Ursa Minor, and so on and so forth. Oh, this is kind of cool. Polaris is approximately 433 light years from Earth. Just the cool thing about space is that it is immense, right? It's huge. And the distances between us and another star is so far away, we have to use light as a measurement of distance from one point to another. So in this case here, Polaris is 433 light years away. So it takes light traveling at 186,000 miles per second, 433 years to get here. So basically, when you're looking at Polaris, you're looking at something that happened 433 years ago. That's like crazy to think about. Everything that's out there is so far away that, in essence, you're looking at history because light that's coming from there to hit your eyes has taken that long to get here. For example, the sun, the light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to travel from the sun to the Earth. That just gives you an idea of how big and immense the universe is. And that's why, astrophysicists would study the universe and look at something really far away out in the edges of the universe to learn and study what has happened to the universe by seeing whatever they're seeing, which is something that has happened billions of years ago. All the astrological signs also show up on this map, as you can see. So there's Virgo, for example, and then Leo, and you just move around. So there's Pisces, and then there's the sun. And in that shadow right there is the moon. And let's see what else is around this way on the south side of, oh, here's something interesting. That is the Hubble telescope. And then as you can see, there's a path that the telescope is moving in. And it's different than the stars because the telescope isn't revolving around, it's revolving around the Earth. It's moving around the Earth. So it's actually moving right now, as you can see, when we're tracking it. All right, so I will wrap up the video now. I really hope you found it interesting, and comment below if you have downloaded this app or something similar, and tell us what kind of cool stuff you found while using it. Please like and subscribe as well. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next Just for Show.